Good morning, everyone. God bless you. Welcome to new live streaming. Hope you are having a good day today. Yesterday, we were talking about the power of the sower's planting. We were talking about what kind, what's the meaning of every a kind of ground, every hair means kind of ground. At the end, we were saying when you receive a word, you understand it, and but all depend your level of faith, and that's how the word is gonna make a fruit. So today we're gonna be talking about the parable of the wheat and the tares. This is a very deep text, and that's very interesting too, because it's talking about we are together with other people. We are together with people that doesn't think, that doesn't believe the same thing we do. So that's in the book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 24 to 30. We started like this, saying another parable he put forth to them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is like a man who sowed good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed the tares among the wheat and went this way. I guess a few months ago, I talked about this, about a different book, but it might be didn't get deep enough. And something we gotta understand this. You can read the Bible today, you can read a verse, a chapter of the book today, and you understand something, but you read the same text 2 months, 3 months, a year later, then we have a different meaning on what you are reading. Why this happening? That happened because the word of God's life. The Bible said His word is life, and when it's life, that means you might doing something different every time. Do something different, and that's why when we preach about any topic, and we can tell a one or two verse of the Bible, and everyone got different interpretation of those verse. So that's why I trying I want to bring back this charter. And the Bible said he was talking to the people with parables, and he started teaching the people with parables. And he's saying the kingdom of God's kind of a sower who good, who plant good seed. But the Bible said the enemy. It doesn't say the enemy in specific. It said his enemy. That means whose enemy is talking about? About God. God is the one who planted the seed. God is the one who's planted the seed in the good earth. But the Bible saying the enemy, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. And we do a comparison about the wheat and the tares. They look very similar. They look almost the same. I wanna put some pictures, but I got some programs to install. So maybe another time we try to install the auction, the application. I can show pictures. I'm trying to go deeper these videos. I'm trying to explain better. Try to bring some pictures to have better what does this mean? When I said to have better meaning, of what we're reading or what we're talking about. And so the next verse saying about when the grain had sprouted and produced a crop, then the tares also appeared. So the servants of the owner came and said to him, Sir, do you not sow good seed in your field? How then does it have tares? Asking to the sower. So how come you plant a good seed? How come like we got tares on it? We understand that. But the owner said this. He said, like he said to them, "An enemy has done this." The servant said to him, "Do you want us then to go and gather them up?" And they ask a question like, "Okay, we understand that the enemy came and climbed like at these stairs, but the question is, you want us then to go and gather them up?" And which the owner answered the next thing. But he said, "No, lest while you gather up the tares, you also uproot the wheat with them." So what the Bible saying this is like God planned like a good work. God planted like a good seed inside us. But at the same time, we don't see it, or we might didn't like watch the time like the enemy at the same time planted like tares inside us too. How this can happen, you might say? How like if God planted like a good seed in us, the enemy at the same time can plant it, bad things inside us. That's very simple. We gotta remember, we are humans. We are like we are flesh. We got feeling. We got like we got emotions, and sometimes like we listen to wrong people. Sometimes we listen to wrong people, and we said like a wrong people. We are meaning about wrong people means like something he give like a different message that you have received, and doesn't means like that's gonna be a real enemy from you. But everybody got different ways, to have a relationship with God. Everybody like got different way to be close to God. Everybody got different ways to to give themselves to God. And someone that might be even your wife, even your husband, on a really close friend from you, who can bring like a different word than God have been spoke to you. And this person became the enemy. And I'm trying to understand what I'm trying to say. It's like someone that doesn't mean your enemy because we want to do something back to you. And someone became enemy of the word of God when this person is not connected with God. And with this person is trying to go forward, they're trying to to walk by the way he think or the way she think, and they doesn't get close to God to be able to get mature, to be able to to get knowledge, to know God. And they're giving a word to you according to their feeling, giving a word to you according what they think. But something is what we think, but something else what God think. And that's why when like God planted a really good seed in you, but the enemy at the same time used someone else to plant something against it, something like try to make you confused. That's why the guy saying the Bible saying like no, let them grow up together, and at the end, and that's gonna that's the say charter. It's like let's both grow up together into the harvest. And at the time of the harvest, I will say to the reapers, first gather together, then tears and bind them and bundle to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. The Bible said when the harvest came, they're gonna both gonna be planted, but at the end they're gonna be separate the tares from the wheat, and then the tares gonna be thrown to the fire, and the good things gonna be, the wheat gonna be go into the burn. What does it mean? I'm trying to give you like a really good meaning about this. That mean at the end, you know, we are like a wheat. the word of God came to us. It's planted in us. So we giving fruit. At the end, everybody who got it together in church, who got it together for the same you know, the same place, the same like a community of faith, whatever you wanna say. They at the end, when God came to harvest what have been planted, He gonna take the good with Him and gonna throw away the tares. And there's some people they have been planted tares in them, and some people that have planted good seed in them. So at the end, we don't need to worry about to show or try to show people about how good we are. We don't need to show it. We're not trying to show the people how good we follow, the instructions. We don't need to show the people how good how close we are with God. God, at the end, is gonna make public everything, and doesn't matter how hard we try to be someone who really we are not. At the end, God gonna show up and say these are my selected one. These all the one have been received the word. They understood the word, and they keep it, and they make a fruit, and they change the way they were, that change they are, that they change their mind, they change everything. And now, when the harvest came, then we're gonna go to His barn. We're gonna go to His kingdom. We're gonna go back where we belong to His presence. And then all those people who didn't who had the seed, but they didn't wanna let it grow up. They wanna let give fruit, and then tares were inside them, and the tares they let it grow up. Then these people are gonna be segregated, and that's something sad, but that's the truth. At the end, it's gonna be manifested who are the people who had a good seed in them and give fruit, and gonna be manifested who was those who had a thirst on them. And at the end, they're gonna be, we are belong to. So what's the main point of this? We can waste our time. We can waste our time worrying about other people's comments. We can waste our time changing because someone doesn't like the way we are. We gotta change when God tells us to change, and He's the one who made the change, not the people. And we cannot be wasting time. We can't waste any time, worry about what other people's comments is saying about us. The most important, that's what God thinks about us. That's why we need to keep close to Him. That's why we need to keep a close relationship with Him, and we let His seed, we let the word of God, make a fruit inside us, and those fruit they're gonna show up, and all the people they're gonna see it. The problem with the people is they don't wanna, they'll want you be good, but at the same time they don't wanna be better than they are. So that has been the message for today, and I hope it has been blessed to you. And ask to share this video, and that was the case. Ask to subscribe to this channel, and see you next weekend, next Saturday at 6:30 a.m. with a new live streaming. And enjoy the rest of the day, and have a wonderful day. So